Hi everyone, my name is Fiorella, also known as Fio, and I decided to do this video because I know that there are a lot of us out there that have been diagnosed with thyroid cancer, and sometimes we're looking for answers from real people, not just doctors, that have actually gone through this. So I wanted to share my experience, and I hope that it'll help someone out there. I was diagnosed with papillary thyroid cancer back in April of this year. I was 5.5 months pregnant when I was diagnosed. So, as you can imagine, the news of having cancer is hard enough, but having cancer while pregnant is even harder. And I found out because I had a nodule on my thyroid that I honestly didn't even know that I had. Someone noticed it, and I went to my endocrinologist because I was having some hormone imbalances. So I already had an endocrinologist, and when I went to see him, he did a biopsy, which was pretty scary considering that I was by myself and 4 big needles went into my neck. He did use ultrasound while he was doing it, but it's still scary. It didn't really hurt much. I think the one that was up here hurt a little bit more than the rest. And I came back positive for papillary thyroid cancer. And then he told me that I would have to have my thyroid removed because the nodule was right in the middle of my thyroid. And I would take one pill for the rest of my life, and that was the end of that. And I'm sure all of you guys have heard it before that it's the good cancer. So on August 16th, I had my thyroid removed, not by the endocrinologist, but by my ENT. And everything seemed to have gone pretty well, except that it was supposed to be a 2-hour surgery. It turned into a 4-hour surgery because my thyroid was actually very inflamed, because I also had Hashimoto, and I think I'm saying it right. And this is my scar. He did a pretty good job. It's pretty thin. It's still in the healing process. Been using Mederma on it for the daytime and nighttime. Sometimes I don't use it because it is very itchy. But the one complication after having my thyroid removed, more than the thyroid medication, was that my parathyroid stopped working. Apparently they are all still in me, they're all intact, but they're not working. I'm praying and hoping that they will begin to work, but my endocrinologist doesn't seem too optimistic considering the fact that it's already been 3 months. I've been on the calcitriol and the calcium, and that was pretty tough because I was admitted to the hospital because my calcium levels were just not going up, and they were at a dangerous level. So I was actually in the ICU because they had to put a PICC line in my right arm, and they were able to directly give me calcium directly into one of the bigger veins. So it was a very scary time. I had to be away from my children, especially my 2-month-old. And today I decided to also share this video because I'm alone right now on the first day of radiation therapy, which is pretty scary because of the way they prepare you. They tell you that, you're going to be taking radiation and it's one pill, but you can't be around anyone. So I am not around anyone right now, by myself. And I thought it was going to be worse actually than what it was actually taking the pill. It wasn't too bad. The first day, I had to go to the hospital and they gave me an injection. So basically what they explained to me was that they would be able to achieve the same effect if I stopped taking my thyroid medication for about 2 weeks, but then that would cause hormonal imbalances and they would have to work back up to get everything back to where it needs to be. So they gave me an injection on Monday, another injection yesterday, Tuesday, And then I had to go back after 4 hours. They gave me 2 pills. And then today I went at in the afternoon, and they did a full body scan, and then they took some pictures of, they measured the amount of cancer cells left in my thyroid, and then they do a measurement of your thigh, because they don't expect any thyroid cancer cells to be in your thigh. So I did that today, and then they gave me the radiation pill, which is a pill that's about this big. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't hard to swallow. It's just a little nerve-wracking because they tell you don't drop it, don't throw it up. So, you know, you feel like you're under pressure, but it wasn't bad. And literally I swallowed it and they kick you out of the hospital. So my husband went around to get the car, and we have 3 rows in our car. So I sat in the last row while he drove. It was about a 33-minute drive. Made it here, and I came upstairs, and so I'm going to be away from everyone for at least a week. And so I think that's the hardest part. That and the diet. You have to go on a 2-week low iodine diet, which is very hard because you can't have dairy, you can't have basically bread, you can't have anything that contains sea salt. You can use kosher salt or non-iodized salt, but a lot of things contain sea salt, so it's hard to find those products without it. And it's been pretty hard. I'm going to try to post another video tomorrow to see how I feel. I have my lemon and sour candy ready because I am expecting, or they do expect, for a sore throat. But I'll keep you guys posted. Hope this helps someone out there.